Hello and good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to your English language Year 3 lesson with me. Today we will focus on your Get Smart Plus 3 students book on page 88 and 89. Let's go! We will begin today's lesson by listening and reading along to a text which you can find on your Get Smart Plus 3 students book, page 88.
Dear Diary, today was a great day. In the morning, I went to the beach. I found a pretty shell. It was sunny and hot, but I didn't swim. There was a shark in the water. I didn't see it, but the lifeguard did. In the afternoon, my mother took me to the museum, but it was closed, so we didn't go in. We went to the shopping center and bought postcards. At night, my mother and I walked on the beach and looked at the stars. They were beautiful.
All right, kids. From the text you have read just now, were you able to see the word didn't being used in the text? The word didn't stands for did not. Didn't is a verb in a past tense and it is used in a negative form, meaning to say when we answer no to a question about an event or activities that happened in the past, the word didn't will be used. So today, our main focus will be on how to use the word did and didn't in questions and answers. Remember, didn't stands for did not, and it is always used when we disagree or when we say no to questions that starts with the word did. Okay, let's have a look at the rule that we can apply on how to ask questions using the word did. The rule to apply is we start with the word did, then followed by the pronoun or the noun, and ends with the verb. The verb has to be in its original form, which is the root word or the base word. Remember, the original word or the base word are words that are not added or modified by any other letters or spelling changes. Okay, let's go through the given example. All right, we start with the word did, followed by the pronoun or the noun. Here we use the pronoun you, and then the verb sleep. Though this is a question about the past, we do not have to change the verb sleep to the past tense because the word did is already in its past tense form. Okay, now to end the question, we must put a question mark to indicate that this is a question. So we will get, did you sleep? Did you sleep? Okay, so let's have a look at this example here. The same rule shall apply when asking questions, which is first comes the word did, followed by the pronoun or the noun, and then the verb. And the verb has to be in its root or base word, the original word, not modified or not changed into any kind of tenses, all right? So we will get did, and then followed by the pronoun. Here we will use the word she, and then comes the verb. Now, we have two verbs here. One is sing and the other one is sang. Sang is the past tense of sing. So which one should we choose? Should we choose did she sing or should we choose did she sang? Which one do you think is the correct verb for this kind of question? The answer is sing. Sang is incorrect. So we will get did she sing? We shouldn't use the word sang here because it is past tense. And when it comes to this kind of question, the verb, which is at the end of the question, should not be in past tense because the word did is already in its past tense form. So the correct question is, did she sing? Did she sing? Let's have a look at the rule on how to answer the question instead. Here we will agree. To agree, we say yes. The rule to apply is yes. We take the word yes first, then followed by the comma. Okay, and then comes the pronoun or the noun, and it ends with the word did. Okay, because we ask questions using the word did, so when we answer yes, the word did will end the sentence. Okay, and don't forget to put a full stop at the end of the sentence. So what we will get is yes, comma, and we will use the word she as an example here, and the word did, full stop. So you will get yes, she did. Yes, she did. Did she swim? Yes, she did. Now what about when we disagree? Disagree meaning to say we're saying no. Okay, we're saying no. Look at the lady here. She is shaking her head from left to right, saying no, or she's denying or disagreeing to the question. For example, the question asks, did she swim? Okay, but she says no. When we say no, the same rule applies. The word no comes first, followed by the comma, and then the pronoun or the noun, and it ends with the word didn't. Okay, now notice that when we answer no, we don't use the word did, but we use the word didn't. Didn't stands for did not. Didn't stands for did not. And didn't means you're denying that it happened, that the activity or the event happened in the past. Okay, so now let's look at the given example here. Start with no, comma, and the pronoun she is used here as an example. Then the answer ends with the word didn't and full stop. Did she swim? Did she swim? To answer no, we say no, she didn't. No, she didn't. Remember, didn't is did not. Now let's practice by looking at other examples. Let's start practicing answering and asking questions using the word did and didn't. We will start with this first one. Did I swim? Did I swim? Now notice the word did comes first, followed by the pronoun I, and the verb here is in its base form or the root word swim. Okay, it is not modified into other tenses or spelling. Did I swim? Now look at the lady here. She is nodding her head. Okay, nodding her head, saying yes. Okay, she's agreeing. So she says, yes, comma, you did. Full stop. Yes, you did. Okay, another thing that you need to remember is whenever you ask questions using the word I, the answer must be using the pronoun you. Okay? Okay, let's look at the next example here. And in this example, we are going to disagree. When we disagree, we would usually shake our heads from left to right, meaning to say that we do not agree and we want to say no. Okay, now let's have a look at the question here. It starts with the word did and it is using the pronoun I, and the verb here is swim. Remember, the verb, you should not change it into past tense because did is already in a past tense form. So it goes, did I swim? Did I swim? To deny, you will say, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Remember, the word didn't usually comes together with the word no. When we disagree, we will say no. And to answer questions did, if we say no, we use the word didn't. All right, the next example here, the question goes, did you eat? Did you eat? And to agree, we answer yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay, remember the past tense did here, so the verb, do not change it into past tense anymore. You do not ask, did you eat? But you ask, did you eat? And you must answer, yes, I did, if you agree. Now let's read the next example. Did you eat? Did you eat? Now to disagree, we say, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Remember, when you ask questions using the pronoun you, the answer must be with the pronoun I. Now let's read the next example, and the question goes, did she dance? Did she dance? The rule applies whereby the question starts with the word did, followed by the pronoun she, and then the verb, which has not been modified or added with any other letters or change of spellings. Okay, it's in its original form, or the base word, or what we know as the root word, dance. Okay, now remember, for questioning, if the word did starts, did is already in its past tense, so we do not have to change the verb here into past tense. Now to answer, let's say we agree. When we agree, meaning to say, we say yes. And to answer yes, it goes, yes, she did. Yes, she did. Now what about when we disagree? We will start questioning first. Did she dance? Did she dance? To disagree, we will always say no. And when we say no, we use the word didn't. For questions that starts with the word did, to disagree, we use the word didn't. And it goes, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. Let's read this example here. Did they go to school? Did they go to school? To agree, yes, they did. Yes, they did. Remember, the question asks using the pronoun they, so your answer must also use the pronoun they. Okay, and when we agree, we say yes, and we only take the word did to end the sentence. Now, this is the last example to practice today. Okay, and it goes, did they go to school? Did they go to school? Now, this time we would like to disagree. When we disagree, we're saying no. And we're saying no, we use the word didn't to answer the question did. Okay, whenever we answer no, okay, for this kind of question, if we use did in the question to answer no, we use the word didn't. And it goes, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. That's all for now, kids. Thank you. I'll see you soon.